Shalom, shalom, shalom. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, beloved brothers and sisters. Thank you for being here. It is good to be here. Hmm. All right, then. Thank you, brethren, for all of you that send your mail, your emails, your quote unquote your snail mail. As I'm advancing in age, my eyes are starting to fail me.
Someone's at your door.
Who's this? Give me a second. Yes? All right. Okay. So, okay. All right. Well, that's been taken care of. My apology. Brethren, today I feel good, feel all right. Everything's okay. Today is Kokav, the Kokavite, the day of intelligence, the day of mental. And since today, of course, is Wednesdays, the days of the sphere of the Mercurian sphere, which where the so-called guardian angel resides, according to France Baudon. Now, we had been studied the so-called guardian angel for a while now. In fact, I have my last calendar, okay, just to show the nation how fast things work. Today is the 4th. Last year, on the 6th, was Thursdays last year. We had the evolution fast, okay? We had the evolution fast. For those of you may remember this from last year, we were asking the mighty one to evolve us. And this January 6th, that's gonna come here, it's gonna be a whole year. Did we evolve? Are we the same people? Are we the same? Did we have the same knowledge that we had? Are we repeating the same things? Okay, so it's gonna be a year, and 2 days gonna be a year since we were evolved, like beyond recognition. Let me see. Correct stuff 6. All right. Yeah. So that's what it is. I have the last year one in there. Everything is in there. So yes, I might receive another phone call. Let me put this on silent. Yes, it's just things move so fast. All right. Then again, today, of course, is Wednesday, is our meditation day. Um, I think I did told the nation to meditate today. Strengthen your mental, your mental fitness. Okay, it's mental, Brethren. You have to meditate and breathe and think positive thoughts and move forward, because as you can see, the Gentiles, the so-called 83, are quite confused, and there are a lot of things that they can do. There are a lot of things that they don't know what's going on. They don't know what to do. They have no idea what's going on. Now we can see how the Zodiac, okay, is coming very in handy. Before we move to the talk of the Zodiac, this is all part of the mental fitness, okay? Which one of you know what's in your house? Which one of you know at least one intelligence, one spirit that is in your house? I know Morek, the first spirit in the house, or the school of Aries. It's house and school. Remember, your zodiac is where you were born. That's your house. There's a lot of things in there you can learn. That's what that's what a lot of characteristics in there. There's many things in there you can learn from. Sometimes you were born in a house, you may learn from another house. For instance, I'm applying the teaching of the house of Pisces or the school of Pisces. There's 12 school, 12 houses. I'm going through all of them. Okay, it would be wise if you know what's in your house, what kind of angel reside there, what they can do, and what certain things can do. You must be familiar with them. You must know at least one of them, or read it at least once a year. To see what's going on. Me, I read mine all the time to get familiar with the 30 principles that are in the house of Aries or in the school of Aries. Okay, so all those things you need to know them. You need to watch them. You need to at least read and become familiar with it. Okay, because there are so many out there. Those are the ones that were listed. Those were the ones that were mentioned. That's not. That doesn't mean that's the only one that is out there. There are literally infinite amount of them, and you must become familiar with at least one of them. At least can somebody name one of the intelligences that reside in the house or in the school? Yeah, Morek is in Aries. Okay, Metosi is in Aquarius. Again, once you or the name of the angels, or over here we put them in all capital because they are another name for the Holy One, so we put them in all capital. Well, not Asia. Asia, I believe, is like, yeah, yeah. But what house does Raguel here? Aniel is in Sagittarius. Some of them they bear the pretty much the same name with the zodiac sign. I believe there is one in Sagittarius. I think it's Sagittariel, or it seems it's like some of them they bear the same name. They kind of bear the name of the house. Okay, right. Well, yeah, you gotta at least know one in there that live in your home or your school, because what's happening is once you become more and more familiar, okay, once you become more and more familiar with them, okay, you're going to get much more understanding, and they're going to come close to you. For those of you that were in the Zoom meeting, if you get the symbol or the actual one, those things, all the good stuff going to fail on you. All of them going to fail on you. Beloved, when we talk about the books and the PDF, it is always recommended to buy the book. The only time you get the PDF and you printed it out is only if you cannot buy the books. For instance, if the book is somewhere around $4,000, or $500, or 475, anything that is excruciatingly expensive, you can get the PDF. You get the PDF when you are somewhere you cannot gain access to the book, so you check the PDF. But it is always recommended for you to get the books. All right, those are investment, brethren. Those are investment. This book probably like $60. You get the PDF. You get it for rare books that you cannot get it, but it make no sense, brethren, to download the book that is over 400 pages and have it printed. It's gonna cost you more. It's gonna cost you more. You can read the document, but printing it out, it's It's gonna cost you way too much. All right. So now, beloved, today we are here. We are going to talk about mental fitness. I believe a few days ago, I had said something related to meditation. I'm not quite sure. Did I give a subject? What was the subject for today? Was it mental fitness, meditation? What was it? If somebody remember, put it in the chat. But nonetheless, um, one of them, mental. Is that what that is? Mental health, mental fitness. Yes, I think that's what it was. Now, beloved, again, let me go ahead and uh, brush on that again. When we say mental fitness, mental health, we do not say that you have certain mental issue or you have some mental disease or you are mentally sick. Now we have to take comparison between the moon and the sun. Okay. Now most people, if not all of us, we know exactly what the sun does. We know exactly what the effect that the sun has. Okay, you need the sun. Well, the trees, they need the sun for photosynthesis, if I'm not mistaken. We human need the sun to see, to go around and do stuff, dry our clothes, like keep us warm and stuff like that. That's the effect of the sun. Now, what is the effect of the moon? The effect of the moon is not scientifically well known. Most of the time they'll say, okay, well, the moon, it has some impact on waters and the plants, and that's it. The moon is mostly forbidden for us to look at or to learn, because the moment you start learning about the moon, people will scream witchcraft. So they will say, well, why are you looking at the moon? Why you try to learn on the moon? The only thing you should learn about the moon is everything. Most of the thing we know about the moon is either negative or false. For instance, okay, when a moon conversation come up, first thing you're gonna hear, well, they never landed on the moon. You can't land it, and nobody never really say, okay, but what is the true purpose of the moon? What can it be used for? We use the energy of the sun to power our house. Certain electronic devices, they use solar power. That's how powerful the sun is. But what about the moon? Can we actually use the so-called the energy of the moon? Okay. All right. The Well, of course, we do know the moon have certain impact on womenness, but that's not all. If the so-called the sun have the impact on vitamin D, it must have been the moon have a certain impact and certain vitamin in your body that is you somewhat highly deficient. There is a high deficiency of this vitamin in your body, so much that not even the doctors can pick it up. So because of that, brethren, I'm thinking of adding something to our schedule. Some of you may want to start doing it right now. So I have this calendar. Okay, uh, they every if you wish to get one, not this necessarily this one, but any, but make sure they have the moon phases in it. The moon have four phases. I believe the full moon right here, and is that the quarter? And the new moon, what's they call this one again? The last part, first quarter, last quarter. Okay, the full moon, first quarter, new moon, last quarter, four phases. So therefore, Levana height, you pretty much go with the moon. You pretty much have those four quote unquote aspects you can copy, but for a short period of time. So now, what I come up with, Bridget, I come up with, well, what beam into my mind to help us meditate and get us fit mentally. For instance, the moon is waxing towards quote unquote being full moon. So on the full moon, on the 6th, I myself, I will do what I call a moon bathing. Okay. Now, A moon bathe, a moon bathing, a moon bath. Every full moon, we'll have 12 full moon. I'll put all of them in there. I'll see if this sister I'll explain to Sister Stevenson if she can come up with a schedule, a full moon schedule for every month. So the nation that wish to do the moon bathing and bathe in the radiant light of the moon. We recently had a Zoom meeting. A brother was brought onto a certain good information. I would say hold on to that, sis. This is just me throwing things out there. I don't know. It's just pop up in my mind. I'm just telling the people because of the information that we were gathering. The brother enlightened us concerning quartz crystal. Okay, all right. Quart crystal, I would advise everyone out there to get one. If you don't have one, get whatever crystal that you have. The way that I'm thinking of it, which one of you have your own, out of the four element, which one of you have your own water from day one, ever since we told you to get it? Which one of you have your water? Because I have all the four key element. Okay, I have, well, of course, fire. You have to create the fire. I have the water, I have the earth, and I have, well, the air is all around. So those are, okay, let me see. Stephanie Berg has it. Pandora. Okay, brother Jose LW Black. Okay, send this. Most of you have your water in a jar. Mine is in a jar. So what I would think, brothers, since Levana, okay, the moon, the little sister of Venus, and since it work with water, so there's, if the moon have an effect of water, therefore there's water on the moon. Therefore the moon is filled with water. Therefore the moon have waterfalls, subterranean water. The moon is loaded with water. Of course, it must. And the moon is magnetism. It's a magnet that attract, pull. What would have done, brothers? This is what I'm thinking. Okay, this is just me throwing Haitian no war and see what's gonna stick. I would say during the full moon, I would have go ahead and take off, well, in the middle of the night, where there is nobody, take my shirt off and stay in the moon. I would say I would clock it to 1 hour. What I would have bring with me, I would have bring my quartz crystal, okay, and the water and my silver. Which one of you got the silver? You got your silver? Remember the little silver? Okay, I would bought them. All right. So and for instance, I myself, I would put them right there in a little yoga mat out there in a garden, wherever I can do it without being disturbed, and put it there, and then take off my shirt. If I had the opportunity to, stay in my underwear out there, I would have done it. But I stay in the hood. There's a lot of uh, um, there are a lot of people walking by. It's 2, 3 a.m. Bridget, and people still walking by out there because I'm out there all the time. So I would stay there in the moon, meditating, drawing the energy, taking that, just like the moon is full, my life is full. Just like the moon is full, I want my life to fulfill whatever energy, vitamin that is from the moon that I don't know. I need to get it. Okay, that's what I would have meditate on. But I would bring my quartz and supercharge my quartz with the moon. Now, that's one thing that I would have done. But I'm thinking one thing. After the new moon, which is on the 22nd of January, that's when the new moon will be on the 21st, and the 22nd, the moon will go waxing again. Now, I will just go ahead and do pretty much the same thing. I'll say just like the moon is waxing, gonna be a full moon. I want my mental fitness to go with it. I want my joy, my understanding, whatever, to go with the moon. Okay, and the next full moon is going to be the 5th of February, and then take another moon bath. Now I would have done this for the positive. Now, right after the 6 on the 7, what I would have done if I have high blood pressure, I would say just like the moon is decreasing. talking to the moon, call her name, Metiel, or whatever name that you have for it, or just call it Moon, or Levana. We'll call it Levana. Just like Levana is waning. I want my blood pressure to go as down as this. I want my stress to go down just like the moon is going down. I want my debt to uh, um go down, whatever that is. I want my bad luck or whatever, depression, just like the moon is going down toward the dead moon or whatever. Once you get to the new moon, it's dead, and I say then therefore the old me, whatever, it's dead. That's what I would have done. But anyway, this is just me um throwing stuff out there. It's just come up to me because of the element. I have no idea. I have never done it. If you want to do it, we'll do it. Let's begin the prayer, and then we will yeah, talk about this related to the mental health, because we're going to use the mental and nature to strengthen us. Glory, praise, and exaltation unto the mighty one. Heavenly Father, thank you. Thank you for giving us more knowledge, more understanding. Now that we are about to enter our new year, and we, of course, we do know what the certain of the elements in there can cause. If there's possibility that the sun can dry up, close, the moon should do something to it. If there is a possibility that the sun can burn your skin, your physical external skin, and the moon should be able to do something, since the moon is controlling a lot of liquid fluid. Therefore it should have certain effect related to our body. We will try to use the moon to heal our mental health, our physical health, of course, and our spiritual health. We don't know, but we will try, because that's how the words and the spirits come unto us. Heavenly Father, we say thank you for everything that you're giving unto us, since today is Kokav, the day of intellect, the day or the planet where our so-called guardian angels are there, and those are our mental. They have a strong influence in our mental aspect. We do know that we have to heal the body. We have to heal the whole body in all three forms: mental, physical, astral, aka spiritual. But our people, we have a huge issue with mental fitness. We've been beaten down so much. We suffer all sort of mental disease. The best one is ignorance, with PTSD, and I believe above all is denial. We always deny that. We always act like we better. We do not suffer from any mental issue, but we do. You can't go through Jacob's trouble without getting out with your mind backward. You can't serve under 83 to come out with a healthy mind. It doesn't work like that. You have to purge those terrible things that were in your mind. Some of us, we've been purging for about 2 years, but brethren, 400 years, you can't get them out in a mere a year or two. It's gonna be a lifetime of work to stay mentally fit, sharp, so we can keep on moving and keep on going. Heavenly Father, we thank you for not giving the nation into great shame and great reproach. We thank you for giving us more information, more things. Certain things we are quite kind of afraid of doing because we don't know what we are doing. But then again, it is not we are worshiping things. We know better not to raise anything above you, but we know to for us to use everything that is upon this earth in our advantage, because you created the heaven and the earth and everything in them for us to use any way that we wish to. However, we have to tell the people, whatever man soweth, that's what you're going to reap. Your harvest is what you have planted. If you use the so-called nature or the things that the Holy One created for us in a good manner, the results will be good. But if you use it in a negative manner, karma is real. The Shabbatai George will come after you. Oh, Holy One, as we are seeing, we see the so-called the celebrities are catching hell. That fellow, he play Hawk Man. Oh no, wait, he play Hawk Guy, Hawk High in the Avenger. The other day, he was going, and then the weather switch, and the ley line switch, a snow plow onto him. He's in the hospital in a horrible condition. We the other day we saw Jay Leno got his whole face burned. We are seeing those celebrities that are distracting our people, that are causing all kinds of havoc out there, or getting the butt handing onto them. It is because the mighty one is indeed in the midst. We are seeing people are dropping dead. This young man had an heart attack on this football field, and couple people, young people, they are finding them dead. Some of them they are not jabbed. Some of them are not. They are not friends with Jabba the Hutt. However, they are dropping. Why? Because the death angel is here. The Black Rider is here. Okay, hurt not the oil and the wine. Yes, indeed, we are entering a new age, brethren. We are already in the new age. Yes, indeed. There are so many deaths and so many things those people don't want to talk about. We give the mighty one great praise, great glory for what's going on over there in China. Yea, the bodies are piling up so bad and so much that yes, they had to use outside makeshift crematorium to cremate the body. They can't bury those people because you cannot bury millions of people. It's impossible. If you have millions of deaths, you cannot bury them, because what's going to happen if you do, their body going to rot, and at the same time the odor of the body, the scent, the smell, the stench going to alter the atmosphere. It's going to be too much. It's going to create another plague. You cannot bury a million or two. You have to cremate the body and done with it. And the crematorium equipments are melting. They have to make shift and do the same thing they were doing in India. They are doing it in China as we speak. Yes, the mighty one is cleansing the land all over the world. Of course, we are seeing more and more so-called Gentiles or 83 are picking up and piggybacking on everything that we bring here. Everything that we spoke about. Brethren, do not worship any men. Just because I say something here doesn't mean you need to take it and run with it. You need to take it and pray and ask. Ask for clarification. And ask, like, is it real what the brother said? Can I try this? Can I pray over that? Or do this? Act not like the Gentiles. Don't go take something that they say and run with it. Yes, beloved. Things that we studied about, I would say a month ago, talking about the underworld civilization and how long they live and all that. Next thing you know, night God, whatever 33 things, they are coming up with stuff that we say, yes, that means we control the narrative. This is good. I'm not against this. Yes, the 100 monkey experiment is working. Heavenly One, we ask you for healing. We ask you for compassion. We ask you to give us more strength, more wisdom, more knowledge, more understanding, so we can move forward, so we can guide this world into a thriving prosperity. Selah, so be it. By the holy power, the mighty one vested in me, and he can take it anytime he feel like. I leave all of you in peace. Go in peace, beloved. Stay in peace. There'll be no Jacob's trouble. Fear not. A lot of people are coming out there. Oh, 666, the mark of the beast and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, the Antichrist or whatever. No, look, listen. The whole scumbag about mark of the beast of the Antichrist. They already done this nonsense during the Spanish Inquisition. What do you think the Spanish Inquisition was? They already did this thing ever since they were kicking our brothers from the third part, the first, second part, third, and to the fourth part. This thing already passed. We are entering a new world. Selah, so be it. Beloved, yes, thank you. You may go if you wish, because the prayer is pretty much done. All right. The prayer is pretty much done. Give me a second. Hmm. Uh, 250 times 6. So yes, due to the fact that we were studying together, beloved brother was in the Zoom meeting. He had mentioned certain things related to the moon and the quartz crystals, and during meditation and praying, I had decided to come up with a schedule. Well, I haven't yet. I'm just talking about it. If it is good in the eyes and the face and the ear and the mind of of the nation, we may be to do so. But I don't know. What I was thinking, brethren, every full moon, once a month, we will do. Well, I will do a moon bathe, just sitting in the moon meditating, put my crystal there, my silver there, my water there, let it charge, and then pray and pray, and then I everything positive that I want to happen, let it happen. Okay. If I have a specific illness that I'm dealing with, for instance, internal cancer or whatever, just wait when the moon is waning, and say, just like the moon is shrinking, waning, just that the light is disappear. I want, like, whatever this thing that is in me, this blood pressure to lower, this diabetes to go away, and then to die doing, just like the new moon that's going to come. That's something that I just imagine or whatever, because since the moon is related to water and silver, okay. Um, to the women that wish to do this, I would advise you to. Well, of course, you really don't want to go. If you have a backyard, you private. Some of you are quite independent in a certain place. You don't have any neighbor. I myself, I would moon bathing. Okay, you need the ray of the moon to get in your body. You may not feeling it. Okay, but the rays of the moon is going to be on you. So I'll do mine shirtless, and if there's opportunity, I can use my boxers only. But then again, I live in the hood. My house is right in the street. So. Uh, it's gonna be an issue, and the way I plan to do it, there are so many people always passing there. It's gonna be very bad for me if I try to do it outside like this. However, what I would have done, if you are women, I would say, if you're moon bathing, try to not doing it. If you have your womanness, I would advise you not to do any experiment. It will work in certain way, but the efficacy may not be the same. Um, I would say to wear, like, to wrap your head in a white sheet. I don't know, whatever, head wrap, a white head wrap, to wrap your head in there, and wear something like a top, something right white, I believe, and stuff like that. Have a little white piece of cloth, like, with you, because everything, those things connected to the moon. That's the color of the moon, so to speak. And it depends on what you're going to work on. It depends on what you're going to work on. Okay, that's for the women. For the men, if you could. A white linen, yes, like a white little piece of towel, a white towel, right, or a white bathing towel. Okay, you're not gonna use it. You just have it there, just in case you need that. You know, uh, yeah, a swimwear good. That is if you are not in the midst of neighbors and stuff like that, or if you're in a place you can do that. If you can sit on your balcony, and the bed, well, the crystal, if you could do it in a place, like, nobody gonna be there, you don't have anything on you, that's good, because you need the maximum bathing, that the rays to penetrate your body. Okay. Well, right now it's cold. Right now it's quite cold. If it's too cold wherever you are, for instance, upstate New York, and you don't need to take off anything. All you need to do is sit there and let the rays hit your body and absorb it through your face and through your hand, and most importantly, give your crystal the charge to absorb the maximum whatever that you can, and then bring the crystal inside of your home, and then take everything off, bathe in the ray of that quartz. That's one thing. I think you can charge it on the moon, and then bring it inside and release the energy. It's all imagination. You have to focus the energy in that. Okay. Um. Uh, well, one thing is overcast day when it comes to the cloud overlapping the moon. It won't be it's gonna affect, but not as much, because what it is when the same thing happened to the sun, the cloud like the sun, you will not feel the ray of the sun hitting your body, but you can still feel the heat. The radiation is still there. Therefore the moon does a similar effect. Not quite sure exactly what it is, but there's a similar effect. Okay. All right, just doing a little moon bathing, and see what it is, and see how it's gonna work. Because if the sun gives you vitamin, the moon must have done something. If the sun, keep your body warm, the moon should do something for you to keep your body cold uh doing, well, summer or something like that. Okay, so if it's too cold, just leave your crystal, your quartz. That's what the brother recommend, to put it out there, and be very gentle with it. Okay, I would advise to always put your crystal in that little white piece of cloth, and then you put it in there. Avoid not to touch it with your bearing, unless you really want to unless you really want to use it. I do not like to dive into crystal too much, because there are so many information out there, and people will say, "No, you won't. That is good. That is." I do not like to do this, but when you are dealing with crystal, because they are like dealing with crystal, touching them is like touching a live wire. Okay, it's like touching a live wire, so you gotta be careful, and you charge them, you put them in that little white piece of cloth, you fold it there, you have it there. Okay. um you just charge it. Okay, if you can't stay in the moon, it would be good if you stay in the moon ray. You're bathing, and then you let it charge. I'll say somewhere around like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 1 hour. That's the amount output. Okay. Some of you, maybe it's like in the summer, some of you can't even sleep outside. I remember in the summer I used to sleep on the roof of the house. But we, as the kids, we used to sleep on the roof. It used to be cool, nice breeze, and we sleep on the roof under the full moon. Well, it used to be beautiful, but now we can't do this. We can't do that. Okay, most of you are living in the cities. Some of you live with people. It's ridiculous. People just see you out there and stuff like that. So yeah. So I don't know. Is it sounds good for you, Brethren? I have like all my moon stuff. I was going to talk to the sister and see if we can release a schedule, but I haven't. It's not something that I have to do it first. After the six, I'll come up with the full schedule. I'll tell the sister the schedule and the instruction how to do it. It's not like it just pop up on me. And sometimes I like to make things complicated. It doesn't need to be complicated. It's just me doing a bunch of stuff that don't need to be done with it. So yeah, I have to go ahead and do the best that I can do, and um well, we will come up with certain things. I think there's one thing I forgot to mention concerning the moon. um if there's sunflower, they must have moonflower. I don't know, do they have moonflower? Anybody know any moonflower? Well, it's not like an experiment. It's more nightshade, lilies or the moon. They must have a moonflower. I don't know. But one, I would like if they do a flower that opens during the moon. Lily, lily is also known as the moon. Well, whatever that is. But if you can find a moon flower, that would be good to incorporate it. That, and also for those of you that have your silver candle, okay, the silver candle would have been great to light that up with your little silver, put there, just chill and stuff like that. That's what I would have burned. My quartz, one quartz is enough. Quartz, the water, the little white piece of cloth to put the crystal. Um, you know, the silver candle, which you cannot light outside. There could be the wind. Ipomia alba, Ipomia alba. Out of get a couple of leaves of that and put it in the moon water. Just some stuff. Common name Morning Glory. Interesting. I'm not too sure, but they should. If the sun have a flower, the moon does also. It's just we probably don't. Ipomea alba, sometimes called the tropical white morning glory or moonflower or moonvine, a species of night blooming morning glory, native of tropical and subtropical region of North and South, I believe, America. If you can get the Ipomea alba, aka morning glory, that would be good. You that would be good. That would be good. That would be magnificent. All right. So it's just something. If you could stretch during that time, during the full moon, you stretch. That would be good. Stretch, aka yoga. I don't know. It just pop up in my mind. I mean, that's how I would have done it. That's how I've done it. Let's see. There's one more thing that I might forget. What is it? I don't think I forgot anything. I don't want to make it too complicated. Water, silver, quartz, and your silver candle. If you have it, you lighted it up. You don't need to supercharge it, you just lighted it up. Yeah, that's what I would have done. I would have, me myself, I would have associated that with my mental fitness. I just want to be mentally strong, mentally fit, become more mature. Do not be preoccupied with nonsense. Do not be somebody that is quick to anger, quick to act, quick to fight, quick to yell, quick to talk, quick to attack. Be asked to be wiser, just like the moon push and pull the water liquid. I want my body or whatever to push and pull and make me calm and whatever, just like the moon calm the sea. I want my emotion to calm, just like that. I mean, that's what I would have done. Some of you, you may want to do something else. Some of you are dealing, I would recommend this for people that are dealing with organ issue, pancreas, or any type of organ. you know Anybody know how many organ the human body have? Is that what that is? 78 organ. How many organ that the body has? Some of you may have some issue inside your body. Me, I would use it to literally strengthen my mental health. And then when I'm done with that, I can switch it to anything else. Yeah, 78 organ inside of you. I was shocked when I find out. I'm like, usually I take off the heart, the lungs, the kidneys, the liver, um, what else? Pancreas, and the portals, and that's it. And come to find out, like, there are 78 of them. And the biggest one, of course, is your skin. Okay, your brain, your skin is the biggest organ, brethren. You have to taking care of that. Don't mingle your skin. These days, it's a style. People go out there and mingle their skin. They mar their skin. They literally mar the. How would you like somebody to take a sharp needle and start poking your heart with it? How would you like someone to take a knife and start slicing your liver and make a cocktail upon it? Your skin is very important. Okay. The beloved sister, Lisa Cabrera, published a video where the people that have heavy tattoos, the ink leak into the blood and make them sick. Your skin is very. If you read the Hermetic, they will tell you certain thing about your skin, man. You shouldn't be playing with it like that. You shouldn't mar your skin. You shouldn't, because your skin is very, very important. There's a reason why it's there. There's a reason why there's little hair come out of it. We had discussed this. Which one of you remember for the women? Which one of you remember 2, 3 years ago we had discussing? We would advise you against deforestation. Okay, there's a reason why it's there. Okay, there's a reason why it's there. No deforestation. Okay, deforestation is the industry that come with these things so they can sell you razors, so they can sell you product things you don't need. If it wasn't supposed to be there, it wouldn't be there. It wouldn't be there. When you destroy the forest down there, it's just the same thing. When you're on Earth, you find a beautiful forest growing with all sort of trees. You cut it down, you kill the land. The land will be there. There will be erosion. Okay, all right. Erosion and all that. Let me see. I have beard facial hair issue. Any suggestion? What kind of issue it is? A beard is good to wear. That is if you want. The only way you're going against the law if you grab your beard and then you pull it for the dead, or you shave your beard for the dead, like to do something for the dead. That's the only way. Besides that, your facial, that has nothing to do with anything. You ain't gonna go to hell if you remove your beard. That's not what that is. We go over this many times. Okay, yes. If you cut off the tree upon the land is bare. There's a problem there. Okay, but if you let the tree go, it protects the land. It kept the land from certain things. When there are some friction, certain things you won't get. Those are protection. When you remove the protection, it's an issue. It's a problem. That is why a lot of you are getting infection left and right. You don't know why, because this thing is there to protect, to reinforce. It's a cushion. It's supposed to protect it because it's a very sensitive organ. Some people even go as far as mutilate this thing and put ink upon it and have all sort of things done to that, man. Those things will create problem later on. That is why your organ, your skin, you absorb a lot of energy to your skin, man. You absorb the sun ray, you absorb the moon ray. Now, if you put a bunch of things cover your skin, it's gonna be a problem. You see, some people, they got all their body covered. This is too extreme, man. This is extreme. Some people even got their eyeball covered. I was watching a video of the beloved sister. One young woman went and get some tattoos, and her eye, she went blind. She went blind. And I know brother that did this thing. Yeah, she's now blind, man. This is bad. This is bad, and our people are copying those things because it's cool. It's cool to do this. It's cool to do things like that. It's not, Bridget. You see, back then, tattoo is a sacred thing. People have tattoos. They don't know why they have them. They just see one person have it, and then they just go ahead and do it too because it's cool. That's not what that is for. Only a certain people were allowed to have this. Okay, You know, I'm dead serious. People see somebody have a tattoo, they just say, "Hey, that's cool. Let me do that too." But you don't know the conditions. You know, there's a condition in there. You know, there's a condition why people have certain tattoos on them. If you keep altering, your skin is very sensitive. That is, when it's cold, you the first thing you feel is your skin. You can feel the coldness. When it's hot, you can feel it. Your body sweat. Okay, you can feel certain things. When somebody touch you, they touch your skin. Okay, when somebody hits you, you feel it on your skin. Your skin is very important. When you do a bunch of things on it, you cover it, it won't have the same function that it should. I don't even want to go about your eyes. You know, you do something, your eyes. Some people even got their tongue. You know, they put things on their tongue, man. This is too extreme, man. That's not good. So yay, I would have used the energy of the moon, you know, to strengthen my mind, strengthen this, strengthen that. There's a lot of things the moon can do. Yeah, it's a horrible thing. She went blind. Oh, I work with a Gentile who had full body tattoo because he's hate his skin color. Wow, this is bad. Yeah, I see people get certain things on their skin because they have a scar. Certain get things that they watch a TV show and then they love a character. And when I was in high school, um, when I was in high school, there was a young woman who tattooed the name of a guy he met, and the guy paid him. He tattooed the name in the back of her head, on the back of her neck. You know, because you know the guy bought her something or something. Yeah, that fellow, he got a diamond. You know, he fused a diamond, $1 million diamond, so to speak. He had it surgically put in the middle of his forehead. I believe somebody ripped it off and stole it. That's crazy, man. Don't do those crazy things, Bridget. Since you're on this lifestyle, don't do that. That's how we talk about mental health, man. You know, that's how we talk about mentally. If you do something like that, you're not right. You're not right. Yeah, the whole gang crowd. We gotta be careful, brethren. Okay. All right, beloved. If there's any more question, we will leave you in peace. Join us tonight for the part three of studying the angels, the guardian angels. Okay, please join us to tonight. Question: can the moon multitask? I'm not quite sure I understand this question. Like, can you use the sun to sunbathe and at the same time drying off your clothes? Yes, yes, yes. The moon can multitask. Yes. I, beloved, what number did you leave off on? Again, those questions are very vague. I'm not quite sure what that is. Anyone see upcoming games, spoken looks, or not quite? Those questions are very vague. On the angel list, sorry, on the angel list, what number did you use? I yeah, I stop at 31. I believe we stop at 31 or 32, if this is the answer that you're looking for. Yes, some surgeries are not supposed to be done during some moon phase. Yes. 31, 32, and the 30s. I believe I got the page written down. Tonight we will begin and study again. Okay, I believe we had answered some of the questions they passed. I don't think I saw them. Um, Forgive me if I didn't see your question. Again, this is just something I throw out there. You do your own thing, man. You just go in the moon and just chill there, pray, and then use that energy. Okay, beloved, thank you for joining us. I say fast, swear, repent, repeat. May the King reign forever. Study to show thyself approve. Remember, whatever men soweth, at your harvest. Shalom.